You're watching Take a Leap.
I have one roommate in a 2-bedroom apartment that is owned by our school. Well, I get a salary, but our housing is paid for.
Because we're teachers, we get paid once a month. So our companies give us a housing allowance, which we're able to pay for our apartment, pay for water, gas, electric, cable, internet. Basically everything is paid for. I guess the only thing that we really spend money on from week to week is food. We have an IE. IE is like a housekeeper. She comes and she cooks for us and cleans the house.
She's pretty expensive though.
Maybe $3.50 an hour. That's to cook and clean. And she comes for 2 hours 3 times a week.
I ate some really weird snake/worm thing the other day, and I didn't like it. I mean, it wasn't that good, but I just kind of ate a little bit and left it. Like, just cook outside, and basically they'll just cook like right in front of you. They'll do like a little barbecue thing right in front of you, and they have like tofu, they have lamb, duck, all kinds of fish. They have every animal you can think of, and you can eat it with like tofu, or you can eat it with like little green beans, or with like these seaweed things.
My little cousin from Charleston, she's over here now. She just got over here yesterday, and she's kind of seeing. This is her first time overseas, and she's seeing Japan for the first time. And she's asking me about how the money works, and will her T-Mobile phone work over here, and can she buy like a cheaper iPhone over here and stuff like that. And she noted this morning that everybody's looking at her like she's different, and I was like, well, it's 1% foreigners in Japan. Maximum.
I went to the doctor in the hospital and I came out and I couldn't find where I was supposed to go for my hotel. And this young lady came up to me. She knew I was lost. She said, oh, I need to help her. She just looks like she doesn't know where to go. And not only did she find my address, she took me where I needed to be, showed me where I could eat for food. She told me where I could go shop. I mean, everything. So it just showed me how hospitable people around us are, even though she just spoke no English. She didn't know me from a can of paint, but she still took it upon herself to help me find out where I needed to be. So it's very enlightening on their culture and how they value foreigners.
On the train going to work one day, I witnessed this girl using her camera phone to try and take my picture, and I was hiding behind one of my Caucasian coworkers. And every time I ducked, the girl would like stand up and try to get my picture. And I just thought like, wow, is it that serious, It made me feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, it made me realize that, okay, you're not in America, you're in Asia. Things are different.
I live in Guangzhou, and that's a very complicated city because unlike most cities in Asia, it has a large Black presence because a lot of Africans, especially Nigerians, they do a lot of import-export business out of this particular city. But we also have a lot of Muslims, a lot of Arabs, a lot of Europeans. So while it's very diverse, that diversity leads to problems occasionally. Most recently, there was actually a big, I won't say riot, but there was a protest amongst the African community because an African businessman died in police custody, and they refused to release the body. And so the African community went and kind of did a demonstration outside of the police station, and it resulted in just like a lot of chaos. And it was short-lived, but that kind of thing happens in Guangzhou every couple years. That can be difficult to deal with.
I've been to Beijing, yes. I've been to Beijing, and let me tell you, with 5 other people, well, 5.5 other people, did a crash course on Beijing in 3 days, okay? So climbed the Great Wall, saw the Summer Palace, saw the Forbidden City, saw everything, the essentials of Beijing in 3 days. So it was fun. It was definitely fun. It was a great experience. So if I come back to America telling people I climbed the Great Wall, I climbed the Great Wall.
Thank you for watching. Take a leap.
You know, on the subway, and they're like this close to you, and they're just like staring at you. You know, you're looking like, wow, I can look at them and do a stare down, but I'm doing a stare down to intimidate them, and they're looking at me like, I've never seen somebody like you. You know, a brown person in a suit or dressed up looking, you know, classy, nice haircut, you know, nice nails for the females and stuff like that. So I think it's not necessarily a racial thing. I think it's just a fascination to see people of color from America traveling the world.